the final go-around here in this building, but the NFL playoffs have come to sold-out Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Foles. And this is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The open man is Chark. It's complete. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
Let's go, great.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Foles. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Tech, green 80. Hey, brown 80. Man, I got you.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? But it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Throwing Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings us
Third and short yardage, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It got his man complete. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. On third down, Rivers, great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Rivers on first down. And caught by Henry. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Let's go, let's go!
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Foles. The open man is Westbrook. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Rivers now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 3rd down.
White 90, white 80.
These two teams all tied after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Hey, Brown 80, load it, load it. Mike 50, Mike Alpha. Squeeze, double up.
3rd and long for Rivers. Complete, it's Henry. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He'll return it from the 6. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 12, Foles caught here by Conley. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 47 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Foles Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. They go back to Gordon here on first down. They can't corral him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going deep here for Allen. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Working out of the gun, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. He's got him in, complete. The 20. Touchdown, LA. Travis Benjamin, 71 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, If you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
What we got? Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And he rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious?
So it's 3rd and long, and this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Round 80. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
Following the interception here, Rivers. Snead's got it. Fights free at the 5. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Red!
Here's Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. Complete to Melvin Gordon. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Hey, they're scared.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
First down, Jacksonville.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Melvin Ingram credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Jaguars.
Here we go. 180. 13. Watch the run. Here we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Foles. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll drop the throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawk.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And the pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Hey, 79.
Mike,
Mike.
This is our time, guys.
From the 39, Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
To throw is Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin with a run by Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Foles. He'll get that to Fournette, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 4. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And some space here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
At the 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
I'm going back to it.
From the gun, Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rivers here to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. He completes it to Henry. Rivers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Now Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Rivers completes it to Benjamin. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Hey, Brown 80.
On third down, Rivers going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Red Delta.
Now Rivers on fourth down. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Foles. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope.